Hello, my name is Ashley McGuire, and this is my Turning Point video for my Mastery course. I'll be reflecting my insights on Robert Greene's 5 strategies for finding your life's task, and I'll be explaining what some of those strategies mean to me. First, I'll introduce myself a little. I enrolled into the Master's Creative Writing for Entertainment, and I received my bachelor's degree in East Asian Language and Culture, Japanese concentration at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. I know that my bachelor's is a little bit different area of study than what I'm taking for my master's, but I'll explain that in a moment. In Robert Greene's book Mastery has 5 strategies for finding your life's task. 1 is returning to your origins. 2, occupy the perfect niche. 3, avoiding the false path. 4, letting go of the past. And finally, the 5th strategy, finding your way back. The first strategy, the primal inclination strategy, is about finding a field in which you love and have immense interest in. Greene explains that childhood attractions are what pushes us to our life's task. These inclinations are what drives us to find our path in subjects that stimulates and gives us desire to continue to master what we are passionate about. I resonated with this strategy deeply because, like I mentioned before, my undergraduate life was a complete opposite than what it is recently. As a child, I loved creating stories, and I loved writing. I had a very vivid imagination. As I got older, I was teased by others over my creative imagination. I was told that I couldn't achieve a great life by making up dumb stories. I was told to grow up, and I did grow up, and I stifled that imagination and went into college pursuing a degree I had no interest in. It wasn't until I got that childhood attraction spark back that I realized what my true calling was. The second strategy, occupying the perfect niche, explains that you need to find the right space to dominate in. Greene explains in this that the most people want to work in fields to where they are only competing for resources to their survival. In doing this, you are hindering yourself in your mastery, and going down this path can be a difficult one. Greene also adds that the second part of this strategy is the Matsuoka path, where after mastering one field, the person who this strategy is named after, Yoki Matsuoka, she mastered other parts of fields of study and created her own field to dominate in. After reading this strategy, I am currently working on a path to combine both my studies in Japanese and creative writing to create something that is completely unique to me that I can master in. The third strategy, avoiding the false path, is explaining that we need to deter ourselves away from subjects that are very appealing. For example, getting rich or getting famous. These kinds of reasons give us a false fulfillment and leaves us only craving more. This strategy also mentions parental involvement. Your parents might want you to go down one path, but your true self wants to go down another. My parents were wanting me to join a field in where I could make a lot of money, doctor, lawyer, etc. However, I thought these areas are boring and not who I am. Parents may not agree with what you do. Mine certainly did not, but you need to do what's best for you. You have to be a rebel in this case. The adaptation strategy 4, has us looking for ways for us to adapt to change. Greene states that we are not tied to a particular position. Your loyalty is not to a career or a company. I connected to this strategy with immense enlightenment. I currently work at a job that isn't my life's task. It's just a job by a means to earn money to survive. I fall into what the second strategy warns me about. I'm very loyal to this job. Unfortunately, my supervisors aren't as reciprocating. Change for me is a necessity, or I will fall into feeling sorry for myself and not achieving my life's task. And finally, the 5th strategy, finding your way back, the life or death strategy. This strategy is for when you find yourself going against your origins, your niche, your life's task. The further you deviate from what is you, the further into emptiness you will descend. You can find yourself in a career not meant for you, finding ways to make yourself feel full, like religious beliefs, drugs, material things, to distract you from the frustrations you face. Greene wants us to listen to our frustrations, our pain. He wants us to understand them and to use that knowledge to get us back on the path to our life's task. I find myself in that scenario. Not too long ago, I was unhappy and angry at where my life was and where I was headed if I continue this way. I got that spark back, and well, here I am now. After studying and understanding these 5 strategies, I have developed a path to my dream career. My first goal I'm currently doing now, I enrolled into my master's program for creative writing, and this will help me become what I was meant to be. This will put me back to right to my path to my life's task, the path to my life's task. My second goal is to write every day as much as I can. It is my passion to do creative writing, and I feel that I need to write at least every week, every day, try to get up to that point, even outside of schoolwork, so that I can just involve myself in something that I love. And that was my reflections on Robert Greene's strategies for finding your life's task.